Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and thank you so much for watching. Today I'm going to be showing you how I go from this to this. Today I'm going to be walking you guys through my foundation routine and how I get this super flawless, full coverage airbrush look to my skin. You guys know that I'm a full coverage girl. I like to have a super flawless canvas for me to apply the rest of my makeup on top of. If you're looking for a more natural foundation routine, then this would probably not be the video for you, but if you're looking for how to get super flawless airbrush looking skin, then please just keep on watching. Alright you guys, so to start off this tutorial, my skin has absolutely nothing on it. It's nice and fresh and clean. The only thing that it does have is my moisturizer and my eye cream, which I have already applied, which is step numero uno. If you want your foundation to be looking good, your skin's got to be looking good as well. So I would suggest using a moisturizer and an eye cream before going ahead and applying your makeup. The one that I used today is the Murad Essential C Day Moisturizer. I use this all over my skin as my facial moisturizer pretty much every day. And then for my under eye area for day, I use the Olay Fresh Effects Bright on Schedule Eye Awakening Cream. I love this as well, and just apply this to my under eye and right beneath my brow bone just to kind of awaken up that area before I go ahead and apply my foundation. For my primers, I'm going to go in with two. The first one I'm going to use is this Laura Mercier foundation primer. This is in Radiance. She makes quite a few foundation primers. The Radiance one is my personal favorite, so I'm going to go ahead and apply this all over my face. I love this because it gives a really nice radiant glow to my skin. You guys know that I have very dry skin, so this just really helps to make it look glowing and youthful. Then for my second primer, I'm going to go in with the Makeup Forever Step 1 Skin Equalizer in Smoothing. This is their smoothing primer. I like this to go ahead and fill in my pores. It just makes my skin look a lot smoother and a lot more flawless, so I do like to go in with this one as well. And I really just apply this in areas that I do have enlarged pores, so I tend to have a lot right in this area as well as on my forehead, so I just kind of work it into those areas. Now for my foundation, I'm going to go in with the MAC Studio Fix Fluid. This is in NC30. And as you guys can see, I do have a pump on this foundation, so I normally use about 2 pumps, but we are running pretty dang low on this foundation, so I'm going to have to open it up and kind of just use this applicator to apply it to my face because we're real low. So now that I have that distributed all over, I'm going to go in with my Real Techniques Complexion Sponge and just kind of buff that out all around my face. And for this, you just really want to pounce it on the skin, nothing hard, and don't really try and like blend it into the skin. You're just going to pounce it back and forth on your skin. Also, I am filming with a new background, so let me know if you guys like it. I think it looks pretty good, at least in the viewfinder, but that could totally change when I go to edit this video. But from here, it looks pretty nice. Now for my concealer, I'm going to go in with the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. This is in NC20. I like to go in with this even though it is 2 shades lighter than my foundation because I like a really bright highlighted under eye. And you might be thinking like, girl, you are using so many MAC products, but really for this, I don't want it to be about the products that I'm using. I want it to be more about the techniques because these are the products that are my trusty favorites. That's why I'm using them in this video, but I don't use them on a daily basis. I always switch up. I really don't have like a daily foundation or anything like that. I always am switching foundations and concealers and everything else, although this definitely is my favorite as well as the MAC Pro Longwear foundation, but it's really not about the products, it's really more about the technique and how you go about it, so don't think that you need to go out and buy these exact concealers and foundations to get the same effect. I normally use about 1 pump of this, so I'm just going to squirt it out onto my finger, and then I just use my fingers to apply this underneath my eye, and I normally just apply it in a triangle underneath my eye, which really helps to lighten and brighten up that area. Then going back in with my Real Techniques Complexion Sponge, I'm just going to go ahead and blend that out. And I'm sorry for the faces that I make in advance while I do this because I always look super crazy when I blend out my under eye concealer. Now to go ahead and prevent creasing, it's super important that we go and set all of those liquid products with a powder product to make sure that they're not going to crease or wear off throughout the day. So to set my under eye concealer, I'm going to go in with the NYX HD Finishing Powder. This is in the yellow shade. This is very comparable to the Anastasia Beverly Hills Banana Powder, but it's much cheaper. So I'm going to go in with this on just a tiny little brush and set that under eye concealer. Now to set all over my face, I'm going to go in with this Dermablend Professional Setting Powder. This is just their translucent setting powder. Now you're going to want to go in and bronze the skin. I'm going to be using this mineral bronzer from DZ Cosmetics, but you can use any bronzer and just a Real Techniques little fluffy bronzer brush. And I'm just going to put this all in the hollows and anywhere that basically I would want to contour out. I'm going to put this, so I'm going to put it like right under the hollows of my cheeks as well as up on my forehead and down near my jawline. This is not a dark bronzer for me, so I would suggest going in with a lighter bronzer, one that's a little bit closer to your skin tone for this, because we are going to go back in and contour. This is just kind of to add some warmth to the skin. And I do also like to do this because I find that when you do bronzer before you go in and contour with harsher contour colors, it makes it look more natural instead of going in on like super pale skin with like a super fierce contour. This kind of just helps blend it out easier. To contour, I'm going to go in with my trusty Benefits Hoola bronzer. I absolutely love this to contour. It is amazing. You guys have seen me use this in like all of my tutorials, and I'm going to go in with this It Cosmetics little contour brush. I'll link it in the bottom bar because I always forget what it's called, but I've been using it a lot recently and I really like it. So for this, you're just going to want to suck in your cheeks and see right where that line is right there, kind of from the tip of the top of your ear down to the corner of your mouth is where you want to put the line. Obviously don't bring it all the way down to the corner of your mouth, but that's kind of where you want to aim it to go. Bring it just about halfway. That's normally what I do. Now I'm just going to go in with a teeny tiny little angled brush and that same bronzer, and I am going to go ahead and contour out my nose. I've been doing this a lot recently and I like the way that it looks. You just need to make sure you get a super straight line. And then I'm just going to go in with a clean little fluffy brush and blend that out. And then last but not least, we want to go in and highlight. So my favorite highlight of the moment is this Mary Louminizer from the Balm. So I'm just going to go ahead and bring it right on top of my cheekbone like this. Down the bridge of my nose. And then right above my Cupid's bow. And then just to make sure that we don't look too powdery and we set everything, I'm going to go in with the MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus, and I'm just going to spray this all over my face. So you guys, that is my flawless face foundation routine. I hope you did enjoy this video. If you did, please be sure to give it a thumbs up and click the subscribe button down below if you have not already. And if you guys want me to do one of these foundation routine videos using only drugstore products, I can do that as well. Just give this video a thumbs up and comment down below to let me know that you'd like to see that, and I will definitely do it for you guys. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you very soon in my next video. Bye!